Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make another simple recipe. I actually just slapped this together the other night and I thought just because I had to make something quick we were on the run. And it turned out really good that I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I said to my husband and mom, you're going to have it again this week because I want to put it on my video. It's nice and simple, and what it is I didn't know what to call it, low carb beef ricotta with zoodles. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. Now I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef in here, got it started already, and I'm going to use my favorite spice as usual, Herbamare. I think it cost at Costco $8.95 or something for that container, but it does last you a long time. It's 500 grams and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to put in a teaspoon. I decided I better start measuring so you kind of have an idea because I like to just sprinkle on. So I use about a teaspoon of the Herbamare. And one thing I really like you to do is try and make your ground beef into small pieces. So if you just kind of keep working at it little by little, you'll have smaller pieces and then it can be shared around with the meal a lot better. Actually, this cooking is quite noisy. Now I'm going to add, sorry, I dropped the knife. I'm going to add some taco seasoning. Now I am putting in 2 tablespoons. The carb count's really good on it. You don't have to use that. You can use, you know, taco seasoning that you can buy already made up in the little bottles that we get in the store. But I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons, and you get about 4 tablespoons in that package, so you're just basically doing it in half. We're going to stir this in. I actually forgot the first ingredient I wanted to put in, so we're going to put it in now. My onions. I was too lazy to go downstairs and get my white onions out of the fridge, so I have 1 red onion left upstairs here, and I've taken a medium one and I've chopped it up diced it into small pieces, and we're going to throw in that. So it's a half a medium. And we're going to cook this till we get the meat brown. And then we have a couple more ingredients to add in, and that's basically our meal. It's so quick and easy, especially when you're at work. Even if you make stuff on the weekend, make a lot of your food on the weekend, freeze it or store it in the fridge, and then you don't have to panic when you get home from work. You have it all ready. And I really do find this is what I do when I'm trying to lose that extra weight that I put on, is I have my food in the fridge prepared so that I don't go running for something else because I have nothing to eat at the time. So that's just a couple of tips that I do. So I'm just going to let this brown and then we will be back. Okay, my meat is nice and browned up. Now we're going to add in 1/3 cup of pizza sauce. This is the same pizza sauce that I used with my pizza casserole, and I had some left over, so I thought, well, let's throw it into this and see what happens. Now, I guess I should show you it's a no-name brand, but the carb count's really good, so really take a look. There's 6 carbs. Oh, sorry, 5 net carbs, because there's 1 fiber in there, so 5 net carbs for 1/4 cup, which is really good as far as I'm concerned. And you're dividing this up onto so many servings, so it's not that bad. Now, the last step is my ricotta cheese. And I'm going to just cut this in half. I'm loving ricotta cheese these days. I really didn't know a lot about it, but I'm very, very happy with it. So I'm just going to take a half a container of the ricotta cheese, and this container is 300 grams. So we're going to mix this in. Now, if you find that there's not enough spice in it, you can add some more of the taco seasoning. I've left it very mild. But what I really liked about this, that the pizza sauce really made it have a little bit of a sweetness to it, and it just, I don't know, it just brought out the meat and the cheese and everything else with it, and it was quite tasty. So hopefully it's going to be just as good as what it was when I made it the other night. So that's it. I'm going to heat this all up, and then I'm going to use zucchini noodles, which I had left over from when we had this meal the other night. And we'll give it a taste, and hopefully you'll give it a try. So what I usually do is I put my Zoodles on the plate, and I'm going to just nuke them. I'm going to nuke them for about 30 seconds, and that's about it. But I'm still going to add just a tiny, tiny bit onto the Zoodles, because I don't know, it's just my favorite. And I'm going to show you what the machine looks like in the box. So this is the box that my spiralizer, I keep it in there. It's a slicer for vegetables. I got it at President's Choice at the Superstore, and I really got a good deal when I did get it, because they had a sale on, but they didn't have it programmed into the machines properly, so I ended up paying like $7 for this thing. So I have one up at our cottage, and I have one here, and I just love them. So I just keep them on hand all the time. So I just wanted to show you that. So now we're just going to take this. I put a little bit of Herbamare on the Zoodles, the zucchini noodles, and I am going to put them in the microwave for 30 seconds. I just scooped on the ricotta, beef ricotta on top, and now we're going to have a taste and see if it's as good as it was the other day that I made it. Here is my low-carb beef ricotta with Zoodles. Now, I tasted it. I love the flavor. I added a little Parmesan on top. But I was trying to make it exactly the same way as I made it the other day. And instead of using a third of a cup of the pizza sauce, I think we need to use a half a cup, because I can't taste the sweetness in there, but it's still really good. It's good like this, but I would recommend maybe putting a little more pizza sauce in. So, if you'd like to try this recipe and try some of my other ones, go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Try this one, try the others. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.